Yo, 59 Gaming, what's going on? It is your boy ZVG, and today we're gonna be taking a look at your guys' fan-made Majuub kits. For Majuub is coming into Dragon Ball Legends in the next few days or so. Right, so before we get into it, make sure you guys do like and subscribe to 59 Gaming to make sure you guys stay up to date with all the news and gaming content that we're gonna provide here on the channel. But with that said, guys, let's jump into the fan-made kits. So we have Alex Nero here. Thank you for your submission, Alex Nero 15. Alright, what is their color? Blue. It's kind of funny how they say blue, but yet on the VDRUM scan he's yellow, but I digress. It's still fine. It's a fan made kit, so we'll see what happens. But okay, what is their type? Melee. Okay, so I feel like all these people want this unit to replace Ice Shenron. Damn, Ice, bro. I has been getting no love whatsoever from the community at all, dude. Like a lot of these responses want him to be blue just to replace Ice trash ass. But oh my gosh. But yeah, what tag is character on? GT, Fusion Warrior, Mergent, and Majin. Okay, so the last two serve no purpose whatsoever. I'm surprised that he didn't put Region on here because if you guys don't know, Majuub is the fusion with Oob and Majin Buu. I mean, Majuub, it makes sense. But okay. Alright, so what are the stats? Fully Super set at 6 stars. Let's see, health 2.15, 2.12 million, 225,000, 203,000 bass stack, strike defense 146, bass defense 149. Critical Q restore, nobody cares about that. Damn, that's 2404. You kind of mess up right here, but it's fine. So for reference to these stats, we're gonna take a look at Purple VB, the demon. Okay, the demon, the god, Purple Veggie Blue. Dude, if you guys are not running this unit, bro, what are you doing with your life? But he has 2.18, 212,000, 14,000, 141, 147. So I feel like Oob has has better rounded stats than Purple VB, so that's pretty good. After a great start, my boy Alex, after a great start, what is his character's ability at 6 stars? 30% to GT element, to tag GT or element blue or element purple, base track and blast tag Z ability similar to purple hit. That's kind of interesting. I feel like he's gonna buff either GT and someone else, probably Regen, but I hope that he does buff Fusion because Fusion does need the help, right? They do need the help. I mean, they're trash. They have no support. They need somebody to like make them cohesive. You know what I'm saying? And they just don't have that. But I'm okay, that's fine. 30%, pretty good. At 6 stars, bro. 30% at 6 stars. That's kind of crazy, honestly. Hold on. Let me check if I'm tripping. Let me check. Let's see. At 6 stars. Okay, so that's higher than normal. Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. What 2 cards they hold? They will 1 strike on blast. Okay, that's fine. Pre-standard. Strike attack inflicts attribute downgrade plus 15% damage receive for 15 timer counts. I mean, that is pretty insane. If you guys don't know, that's basically a 15% damage increase just from using strike cards with Oob. That's kind of crazy. Or is it a card that he holds for the team? It's probably not, which makes it even more busted. So after a great start right there, Alex, blast normal. Okay, makes sense. He's a melee type. Special move, this major explode damage, showing allies so you count by 3. Okay, that's pretty good. Anything that's showing allies sub count is amazing, honestly, straight up. Special arts, immobilizes the enemy, restores own key by 50 and plus 20% of damage inflicted for 20 timer counts. Okay, immobilize enemy, amazing. Easy rising rush right there. Easy rising rush against units that aren't immune to like faint and paralysis or stuff like that, right? Easy rush, pop it, rush them, restores own key by 50. That's kind of crazy, bro. 50 key for an immobilized green card is pretty based, if I do say so myself. Ultimate, deals massive explode damage plus 50% to ultimate damage inflicted for 3 timer counts upon activation. A portion of the damage inflicted will also be dealt to the enemy members on standby. Blast armor when charging forward. Oh my god, bro, this ultimate sounds like absolute insane monstrosity, all that shit, bro. Like, so it's an AoE ultimate. Do we have this in the game? Is there any? Oh yeah, we do have green golden freezer ultimate is AoE. That's pretty good, and it has blast armor charging forward. That's pretty insane. Coming to the battlefield, pop it. If they tackle, they're dead. If they blast it, if they do anything, they're pretty much dead, right? Which is fantastic. Okay, so after a great start already, Alex, what is their main ability? Draws ultimate a card, which was held by 30% and key by 30. Plus 30% to ultimate move damage inflicted for 15 timer counts and restores vanish gauge by 100%. Oh my gosh, bro. That is crazy, man. Like, that is genuinely crazy, bro. Health restoration for himself, of course, which is, fine. 30% more to ultimate move damage. So you're gonna have 80% ultimate move damage when he pops the ultimate, dude. That's great. And it has restore advantage by 100%, which is very useful for like comebacks and stuff. You guys know LF Frieza has it, The Super Saiyan Blue Goku Zenkai has it too, which is phenomenal. It's great because it puts an extra layer of mind games to that point. If they're like me and they always forget it, then they're gonna be screwed. Right? Easy PV, easy damage, phenomenal, amazing so far, amazing kit so far. Applies the following effects to allies when the battle starts until this character is defeated. Plus 25% of damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. Plus 50% of the key recovery cannot be cancelled. When this character is switched to standby, applies the following effects to ally attack GT, which is key by 20, so health by 10% activates 3 times. Wow. Okay, so it's very unique, pure support. Pure support, and it gives extra to GT, which makes sense because we do want GT to be a better tag. Even though GT has gotten a lot of love in the past few months, they're still not like one of the best teams in the game, right? So Oob, I think his process with Oob is to like make him like a Vados, you know, make them cohesive, make them, you know, like an Angel Vegeta, you know what I'm saying? Which I like, a phenomenal, just phenomenal. I kind of a mix of Angel Vegeta and, you know, LF Frieza, the first one, because he does give support to this first hand right here is basically LF Frieza support. Yeah, so pretty good until he's defeated too, which is nice. Alright, what is your second unique ability? Applies the following effects itself and this character enters the battlefield. 70% of damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. Reduces damage received by 30% cannot be cancelled. Increases R scar draw level speed by 1 for 10 timer counts. -5 to R scars cannot be cancelled. Dude, that is crazy. That is pretty good, bro. Like honestly, like when it comes to the battlefield, you know, 70% damage is pretty standard nowadays. I mean, 70 and 90 is at the real standard right now in PvP. I find it's pretty good. I mean, he's a support. Well, he's a melee type, but you know, he's a support as well. So with the support in mind, you know, he's not gonna get like crazy amounts of damage. You know what I'm saying? Which is fine. I mean, long combos, card draw speed for 10 timer counts, always reduce costs on his cards. Phenomenal. Just overall a great first half of a unique. A great first half, reduced damage, 70%, pretty good. The following effects occur when this character is defeated, plus 15% of damage inflicted by all allies cannot be cancelled, plus 10% to damage inflicted. 10% of damage inflicted for attack GT, bro. I cannot talk today. And reduce enemy Dragon Balls by 2, so a little bit of, you know, Enter 21 in here, you know, reduce Dragon Balls, phenomenal. Like, it's always good. Anything that has Dragon Ball manipulation, phenomenal. Straight up. Like, you just can't beat that, bro. Like, Rising Rush is so perfect in PvP, like, it's insane. So, yeah, very good 2 unique abilities. You know, he's made supportive, fine, even though it's a melee type. You know, he has 80% ultimate damage. You know, he gets his own support ability as well. It's alright, it's perfect, it's good, I like it. And also, one thing to note, his strike attack, you know, does have this right here, which is gonna help out his damage a lot. So overall, fantastic kit, Alex. The tip ability, no one cares, like literally no one cares, bro. What made you decide to make this character the way you made it? I think GT needs a melee based blue unit because Ice does not feel well on the team, in my opinion. I mean, I told you guys, Ice is just trash, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the sub count manipulation on the blue card, it will help with the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Super Saiyan 4 Goku. No, please delete this. Please delete this right here. Like, he's garbage. But and Super 17 to cover change easier. I mean, I like it. It makes sense. It energizes essentially. The support capabilities that I give him is because of the lack of damage that some GT characters do. Yup, factual. I tried that Majuub helps the GT team on the best way possible because it's going to be its only team. I mean, he will have fusions and regen, but I doubt he has any spot on regen. Regen is just stacked beyond belief. But I do feel like he's gonna have a spot on GT and possibly Fusion Warrior. So I mean, you are making sense. Why would you see the character in their teams and how they fit the current and potential future meta you see? GT is going to be his only team, so for him to be well summoning for, I think he needs to be very good. So I think he needs to be the glue of the team, just like LF Frieza with LOE. Exactly, makes sense, bro. Makes sense. I like it. I like it a lot. But yeah, Alex, thank you for submission, bro. Your fan make it was really thought out, really well. And yeah, with that said, boys, this is EVG heading out on this video, and I will pass it over to the next content creator. Peace out, guys.
Yo, this is Johnic and I'm going to be reading a Majuub concept done by Frosty. So Majuub is coming soon to Dragon Ball Legends and he's going to be yellow. I cannot wait to see how he plays, but for now we have a concept. I'm pretty excited to read this, so let's get started. What is their color? Blue. This is interesting. I've been seeing a lot of people want this Majuub to be blue, but it makes sense. Any other color is better than yellow because We already got 2 yellow GT characters recently. In April, we got Legends Limited Super Saiyan 4 Goku is yellow in GT. And then for the 3rd anniversary, super late May, we got Nova Shinron, who is yellow and GT. It makes no sense. I know Goku and Nova Shinron aren't that good, but that can't be the reason why they're releasing a new yellow GT unit. Unless they're doing this more for regen. Because let's say you don't have any of the Zenkai Piccolos, then I can see why this might be good. But other than that, I don't see a reason why he's going to be yellow. Unless it also could be for Fusion Warrior if he actually buffs Fusion Warrior. And if you don't have Gogeta Blue, you could use this Majuub. So those are the 2 reasons why, but I highly doubt it. Alright, so let's keep going. What is their type? Melee. That's nice. I would love to see Majuub as a melee character as well. I feel like melee is always such a good type to have. What tags is this character on? Regeneration, GT, and Fusion Warrior. Yeah, boy, I already love these tags. It's so nice. I know we have some GT characters like this, but it's still nice to see Fusion Warrior, GT, and Regeneration together. What are the stats? Fully soul boosted at 6 stars. So HP 2.21 million, strike attack 220k, blast attack 201k, strike defense 145k, and blast defense 139k. So I like these numbers a lot because it seems like stats that a modern character would have at 6 stars. So yeah, these numbers are really good. So I'm hoping Majuub kind of has numbers like this. Strike attack 220k. Blast attack 201k. That's pretty good for a character who's melee. So the blast defense is obviously the lowest, but that's fine. It's still good. The HP is nice. So let's keep going here. What is the character's Z ability at 6 stars? Oh boy, here we go. Plus 32% to tag GT, tag Fusion Warrior, tag regeneration, to base strike attack and blast defense during battle. This is so versatile. I like it so much. You can use this Z ability on so much characters, it's crazy. I love it already. Plus 32% to tag GT, tag Fusion Warrior, and tag regeneration. That's nuts. I really love it. I'm hoping Majuub has this Z ability. Please, Dragon Ball Legends, do this amazing Z ability right here. So it's going to be to base strike attack and blast defense. So yeah, that's really nice. It's always good to have base strike attack Z ability. You know, that's pretty much one of my favorites. And blast defense is good, especially for Majuub, since the stats is 139k. So this would definitely help him out. What 2 cards do they hold? So strike, blast, etc. Normal strike. So I guess a strike card will have strike, sustain, damage up. Strike cards which inflict all enemies with attribute downgrade plus 10% to damage received for 15 timer counts. That's really nice. So this Majuub is going to be doing so much damage with strike arts cards to the opponent every time they get hit with this ability. Plus 10% to damage received for 15 timer counts. It's a really nice ability. So I'm glad Frosty didn't give him just 2 strike cards with no abilities. That's it. They actually gave strike, sustain, damage up, and also plus 10% of damage received for 15 timer counts. So that's good. What do the arts cards do? So strike art, strike impact, blast arts, blast impact, restores ki by 10. Ooh, that's good. Special arts, newfound regeneration, restores own ki by 30, restores allies health by 5%, plus 30% of damage inflicted for 30 timer counts. I really like this special skill because it restores your ki by 30 when you use it. And it also restores your allies' health by 5%. If you switched into a character and they just got hit by a special move or an ultimate skill and they took so much damage and you switched into this Majuub and you keep using special skills, your allies' health will get healed, and that's crazy. And this over here is amazing. Plus 30% of damage inflicted for 30 timer counts. And if you have a few special skills, you can just abuse this and get so much damage inflicted. It's nuts. I really love it. Special move arts. Finger Twister deals massive pierce damage, restores vanish gauge by 70% on hit. I really like how this isn't complicated. It doesn't have stuff like, oh, you get this much power for a few timer counts, this and that. It's just very simple. I really like it. So it deals massive pierce damage, restores vanish gauge by 70% on hit. So every time you land this special move, you're going to get your vanish gauge restored, and that's awesome. Like, you know, you can get yourself out of so much bad situations with that special move. If you dodge your opponent's attack and you hit them with your strike or blast arts, and then you use the special move, you'll pretty much get your vanish back. So yeah, that's pretty nice. I really like this, and I'm just glad it's not too OP. It's something just simple, and that's really nice. What is their main ability? This is the strongest I've ever felt. Draw a special move arts card next. Restores ki by 50. Plus 50% to strike and special move damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. Requirements: 15 timing counts must elapse. So yeah, this Majuub doesn't have an ultimate skill, but when you do the main ability, you get plus 50% to strike and special move damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. And that's going to be pretty OP with this special move right here. Not only will you be doing plus 50% damage, you'll also be restoring your vanish gauge by 70% on hit. What is the first unique? Boo and Oob fused together to make Majuub. Plus 40% to health recovery when there is an allied tag GT or tag Fusion Warrior. Battle member cannot be cancelled. I just get excited reading Fusion Warrior on this Majuub, because if Majuub actually buffs Fusion Warrior, it's going to be crazy. So this is nice. So you're going to get health recovery a lot with this Majuub. So yeah, and if you're using GT and Fusion Warrior, you're just going to get a lot of health. I find it kind of interesting how regen isn't there. It would make more sense with regen there, but it's fine. It's all good. Nullifies earn attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions cannot be cancelled. Restores health by 3% every time this character uses an art card. Whoa, that's nuts. That is crazy. I like that. Draw a special arts card once enemy combo ends, activates twice. Ooh, okay. See, this one. This is a bit too... I like it, but I feel like it's a bit too OP. Because you're going to be restoring your vanish a lot at the start of the match. I like it though, don't get me wrong, I just feel like it might be a bit too OP. Maybe if it activates once, then sure. But twice, yeah, I feel like that's a bit too much, but it's still good. I like it. I really like it. But yeah, it's really interesting. What is the second unique? So get ready for my power. Plus 15% to damage inflicted against tag regeneration cannot be cancelled. Plus 15% to damage inflicted against tag powerful opponent cannot be cancelled. So this is nice because if you're fighting a regen, most of them are going to be powerful opponent. So it's always going to be doing plus 30% to damage inflicted against them, so that's nice. Plus 50% to vanishing gauge recovery when there's an allied GT or tag Fusion Warrior battle member cannot be cancelled. Wow, so with this Majuub, you're pretty much just getting your vanishing gauge restored a lot. Applies the following effects itself when this character enters the battlefield. Plus 70% to damage inflicted cannot be stacked. Reduces damage received by 30% cannot be stacked. Increases own art card draw speed by 1 level for 15 time accounts cannot be cancelled. There's always something I love reading on a Dragon Ball Legends kit. It's art card draw speed. I love that so much. So yeah, when this character enters battlefield, plus 70% is pretty high. And reduces damage received by 35%. So yeah, that's pretty good. But increases own art card draw speed by 1 level for 15 time accounts cannot be cancelled. It's nice. I really like it. It's good. So tournament power, yeah, we don't have that. What made you decide to make the character the way you made it? I decided to make this Majuub a powerful blue unit for GT and Fusion Warriors by providing them a sustainable unit that can help them out through a lot of green card production and health restoration. After receiving hits, he'll get the powerful quirk skill that allows him to dish out more damage. He is a good option for Strike GT, Strike Fusion Warriors, and potentially Strike Regeneration, but I decided to make the focus of his buffs for GT and Fusion Warriors, as Regenerations really doesn't need the help. Ain't that the truth? What role do you see the character in their teams, and how do they fit the current potential future meta you see? The character is a semi-tank that can support via health restoration, and he deals more damage to regeneration and powerful opponents, so he can beat up EX Super Baby too. In the current meta, I think he can definitely elevate the GT and Fusion Warriors team by a good bit. Alright, this was a very good concept done by Frosty. I really love this concept. My favorite thing about this concept was this Z ability. If he's going to buff GT Fusion Warrior regeneration, that's crazy. Alright, that's going to be the end of this concept. Thank you, Frosty, for submitting it. I'm going to be passing this on to the next creator now. See you all later.
Alrighty guys, Azdeek here, and let's go ahead and hop into the final submission of the video coming from my boy Brillin. Okay, let's go ahead and get right into this thing. So what is their color? This is for Super Oof, or Majuub, right? Blue. So I think as of right now, we can go, I have it up on the screen right here, is that we do have the actual V-Jump scan of the official arts that this Majuub will be getting, right? And so apparently he is supposed to be yellow. That's what I'm seeing everywhere, that he does have the little yellow icon next to his name and stuff like that. I agree though, like I really do wish that he would have been blue instead. I think yellow was a weird choice because we already do have Nova Shenron, we already have the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the LF. I know a lot of people aren't really a big fan of him, but regardless, we still have a couple yellows that we can actually, that are usable at the very least, right? I think that's a good title for the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I know ZVG would probably disagree, but nonetheless, we need a blue unit. I would say like because we do have Ice Shenron. Yes, I do know we do have Ice Shenron, but I don't know. I feel like we already have 2 yellows and stuff like that. Maybe another blue would be a lot better, because I know Ice Shenron, he can be extremely dangerous if played in the right hands. But if we had someone like support unit and stuff like that, like that's going to be on the equivalency of like Angel Vegeta or Vados or something like that, then I would definitely want a very strong blue unit, right? Let's see, what is their type? Melee typing. Okay, I respect that. I honestly, I kind of want him to be a bit more of the support type, but we'll see. We'll get into the kit, see what he does. All right, so what tags is this character on? Super Warriors, GT, and Fusion Warrior. Okay, dude. All right, brilliant. We homies now. Like, no cap, we're already homies right here. Just because of this right here. You gave him the Super Warrior tag? Dude, I would absolutely love if he buffed Super Warriors. Hold on real quick. Before we get into stats, let me just... Oh my god, bro. Okay, let's get into the stats. So health, 2.13 million. These are fully soul boosted at 6 stars, by the way. Not at 14 stars, at 6 stars. So 2.13 million. Strike attack, 223k. Strike defense 138k, blast attack 200k, and blast defense 136k. So I think these are fair, right? I think there's a fair. The defenses are pretty average, right, for a melee unit and stuff like that. I don't expect them to be absolutely inflated. The strike attack is pretty damn good. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep going on. What is the character's Z ability at 6 stars? 28% to tag GT or tag Super Warrior, dude. Brilliant. Oh my god, bro, you are actually a genius. So 28% to GT or tag Super Warrior base strike attack and defense, and 18% to blast defense during battle. Okay, I respect it. I like that Z ability. I think that's pretty good. As much as I would love to for him to have the Super Warrior tag, I definitely do not see it. I'm not even gonna lie, I definitely don't see it. As much as it hurts me to say this, I think he would be like GT or Fusion Warrior, right? Because he still counts as the Fusion Warrior and stuff like that. You know, I would love to actually see him get the Super Warrior. I'd be running Super Warriors all day. You already know I'd be running this man right there by Yamcha. But, you know, that's a little bit too hopeful for the Super Warrior tag. I would absolutely love that, but I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit too good to be true. This almost feels like I wrote this out. So what 2 cards do they hold? Strike and Blast. 2 strikes. Okay. And what do the cards do? So blue card would be the Super Kamehameha. It does massive impact damage and 20% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts on activation, but it restores your own health by 10% on hit, and it doesn't look like that has a limits on it. Okay, you know, I can already see a bunch of ideas coming for this guy right here. You just put him on a unit with just a blue card generator, and you just start healing yourself over and over with all these blue cards. This would actually even work pretty good with the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, right? Because of the fact that he does draw a blue card upon activating his blue card, and even with Ice Shenron, who draws the blue card on his main ability as well as taking the advantage away. So he could actually have some really good synergy just off of this alone, right? Okay. And then the green card, Chocolate Beam. The following effects occur on hit. Immobilizes the enemy. Draws a blue card. Activates once and restores. Dude, yeah, you're going to be shooting like a million blue cards off with this team right here, bro. That's actually pretty interesting. I really like this concept a lot. I'm basically just, you know, because it's like you're doing 2 things at once. You're going to probably be doing amazing damage to the blue card. I don't know how much damage exactly, because you don't want it to make it too broken, right? I mean, unless. But either way, doing damage as well as restoring your own health, that's almost like it almost makes me feel like he has, what is it called? Like, I don't know what it's called in like those video games and stuff like that. Sometimes where it's like they do damage and they get some of the damage dealt back as health. I completely escapes me what the ability is actually called, but that's basically what it feels like, right? And so the ultimate card, Lightning Arrow, okay, I respect the name, deals massive impact damage, applies the following effects itself upon activation: a 50% to ultimate damage inflicted for 3 timer counts, gain attribute upgrade, minus 100% to enemy sustained damage cut effects for 3 timer counts, and the cherry on top is that it does have some blast armor on it. Okay, I can see this being really good. Like, overall, just because you get the minus 100% to enemy sustained damage cut for 3 timer counts, and the blast armor, like, that's pretty damn good. So what is their main ability? You draw the ultimate, the lightning arrow, right? Restore own key by 30, restores allies health by 25, and a team heal. Oh my god, abs. This unit is absolutely chef's kiss right here, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. And 25% to damage inflicted by allies, so he does have support built in right here. So he does have a little bit of support coming out right here, because, like, not even just a little bit, because he has a team heal. You also are going to be getting a 25% damage inflicted to your allies. That's, that's already off the bat, I'm really liking this kit a lot. So what is the first unique? Applies the following effects itself when battle starts. Plus 70% to damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled. Reduces damage received by 30%, which is fair. That's a pretty good amount. A good amount of damage cut, cannot be cancelled also. Gradually restores health each timer count, cannot be cancelled. Bro, okay. I'm going to throw this out here, though. If this is what he's actually going to look like, this is a lot of hills. This is a lot of hills, so it's a little bit scary. I absolutely would never want to see Super Baby 2 get a Zenkai. Imagine how much hills this guy would be doing if you had Baby right there on the sidelines, because he does increase the health restoration on his main ability, as well as just healing on swap out, right? So, infinitely also. So this guy would be healing like a monstrous amount of health, and he also reduces his own sub count by 2. That's pretty damn good. So every time he swaps out, he just automatically decreases his sub count to 8, which is not bad at all. That's pretty damn good. And applies the following effects himself when this character enters the battlefield: restores his own key by 30, increases his own card draw speed by 1 level for 10 timer counts, and he draws a special arts card twice. So he has dude, this actually opens up a whole lot more. Again, going back to that synergy with GT, Gogeta has an extremely good green card and stuff like that. Even if you're not running Gogeta, maybe you're running Super 17 instead. Again, really good green. You're going to be getting a ton of green cards. This guy can immobilize. Even with the Zenkai Super Saiyan 4 Goku, he can increase his card drop speed upon popping these green cards, right? You have a whole lot of options to go off here. So what is the second unique? Applies the following effects to Allied Tag GT or Allied Super Warrior. I absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. All right, I haven't even read that. I had read the rest of the unique, but I love it. From battle start until this character is defeated. 30% to damage inflicted, cannot be canceled. So you're getting a total of 55%, right? Because you got the 25% off the main ability. This applies, it cannot be canceled, as well as 50% to key recovery cannot be canceled, and this applies until this character is defeated. So he has a little bit of like the Ella Frieza ability, right? Because once Ella Frieza does die, he takes those buffs that he's giving all his allies away with him. But he also, not only that, does he have ally buffs when he's alive, but the following effects occur when this character dies. Restores ally tag GT and tag Super Warrior health by 20%. 35% to damage inflicted, so you're going to be going from 55% to 60%, right? And then inflicts all enemies with the attribute downgrade plus 20% to damage received. Dude, you're going to be hitting so damn hard. You're absolutely going to be hitting so damn hard. This is absolutely nuts. So he's kind of going to be like a pseudo melee type support type. And that's exactly what I think GT needs. They definitely need that support. I feel like that's the only thing that we're really lacking. If he really is a support unit coming into the GT team, I truly believe that's going to be the missing piece of the puzzle right there. So TOP abilities, we don't care about that. What made you decide to make the character the way you made it? So made him a melee type because the team was more strike based and gave him some really good support in healing and damage buffs. Yes, emphasis on the healing, right? You could have hit me with all caps on that one right there. Damage buffs are pretty good. That's what the team needs. Yeah, I do agree, right? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, his damage can be a little bit lacking at times. I know he's a defensive type and stuff like that, but I think GT has a lot of damage in other areas, right? Like Super Saiyan 4 Goku or Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. But, you know, I'll take the damage buffs 100%. His green card is also quite strong, and it has synergy, or it synergizes very well with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. That, exactly, 100% agree. And like I said, GT has plenty of units that can utilize that green card very, very effectively. Even units like old units like Omega Shenron, right? He wants those green cards. You can go ahead and put a lock on them, go into the ultimate, go into a rush, whatever you want to do. And so definitely would be a lot stronger alongside this guy. 100% agree. This would make Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta probably look like he's on crack, right? Because as you guys do know, like with Gogeta Blue, I think he looks, for me personally, this is my own opinion, with Gogeta Blue, I think he looks a little bit unimpressive by himself, but when he's paired with Vados and he's getting like those Zenkai buffs from the God Vegeta, he absolutely looks insane, right? So he might be a bit strong in terms of his kit, but he doesn't have a Zenkai or transforming stats, and he is quite restricted to Super Warriors in GT, which balances him out well, I feel. Okay, so the Super Warriors tag was for balance, right? I definitely can see that, right? If he was this insane support for just fusion overall, maybe he'll be a little bit too busted. But, you know, I have hope that he actually might just go ahead and be... Ideally, in an ideal world, in my fantasy, my La La Land, Super Warriors, GT, and Fusion Warriors. Give them all three of them. Screw it. If DKP can buff 3 tags, then so can this guy. So what role do you see this character in their teams, and how do they fit the current and potential future meta that you see? So a melee damage dealer with very, very good support and death buffs. I expect them to age really well since I use future Vegeta as a bit of a template. I can that just clicked in my head. That 100% makes sense. And this one makes sense too because this is right after the anniversary and stuff like that, right? I guess it would fit in right alongside him too, because I remember when that Vegeta came out, a lot of people just went and kicked the merged Zamasu to the curb, the purple one, right? So I guess people are going to be doing that with Nova Shenron and with the LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which I'm okay with, because I'll throw a couple multis at this guy. I'll throw a couple multis at him, especially because of the fact that, you know, I don't have a yellow for GT, so I definitely need one. So, and then to continue on, but obviously made him stronger and also heavier on the damage side of things. Okay. You know, honestly, I respect it. I really do like this kid a lot. Again, I do agree. I wish he would be blue instead of yellow, but it is what it is. I feel like Legends always drops the ball in the colors and stuff like that. But if he is going to be on Fusion Warrior, I guess I can understand why they want him to be yellow, right? I guess it makes sense because over on the Fusion Warrior side of things, we already have some good blues and stuff like that, and I guess they want to go ahead and replace Gogeta Blue, or not necessarily replace him, but give another option. So that being said, that's going to be the fan-made Super Oob, Majuub, whatever you want to go ahead and call him. What, like, I have to, the one question that I want to ask you guys before we go ahead and head on out is usually, as of lately, when they're dropping these units that are not part of, I don't think this guy's going to be a step up, correct me if I'm wrong, but they usually drop them with someone else. So who do you think is going to be coming? You can see right here in the side art that we do have Baby peeking out right here in the picture right here next to Oob. Do you guys think we're going to get a new Baby? We just got an EX Baby from the anniversary banner. Or do you guys think it's going to be another GT unit? Or do you guys don't think it's going to be another GT unit at all? Because if you guys do remember when the All-Star banner came out with transforming DKP and Broly, only DKP was teased, right? And then Broly was like the little surprise. Like he was like, surprise, like here you go, we got another unit, although he didn't really live up to the expectations. But who do you think will be coming alongside this man? So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you everyone who went ahead and submitted their concepts and stuff like that. We greatly appreciate it. I always say this, but I wish we could go ahead and get to all of them. If you want to get an opportunity to maybe be featured in the next fan-made video, definitely keep an eye out for our socials on Twitter and stuff like that. That's where we pretty much advertise all of it. And, you know, that's where you can go ahead and we usually put out these tweets where we go ahead and put out this form and you guys can go ahead and fill it out and potentially have the chance to be featured in the next one. So once again, thank you guys, everyone, for your submissions and stuff like that. Make sure you follow us on all our social medias, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all that good stuff. This is Azdeek, and I'm going to go ahead and be signing off. See you later, guys.